Hey guys, happy Monday. I'm sure you guys probably forgot. Wait, she forgot about Management Mondays. No, I am here back with another episode of Management Mondays, and we are talking all about maintenance. So last week, we talked about how you can do preventative maintenance to minimize future maintenance problems in general, right? But I actually posted on a website called Bigger Pockets, and that's kind of like a social network for real estate investors. If you haven't checked it out, definitely do it. But I said, what are your challenges? And one of the things that a fellow investor had commented on is finding the right contractors to complete the maintenance at your properties. Guys, I think that this is a challenge for anybody that is a homeowner, let alone a real estate investor or a landlord. So let's talk about it. So a couple of things that I've noticed in my experience. I mean, my family and I own a general contracting company, but aside from that, there are certain things that our company doesn't do that we have to contract out. And in my experience, we have found through various means, which we'll talk about, contractors, let's say plumbers, for example, and they will be good for like 2 years. But then maybe something happens in their life, a life change or something happens, and then the quality of their work deteriorates significantly. That's actually been my personal and professional experience. But I know you guys out there, especially you guys that are self-managing, may be having issues with finding the right people. And not only finding the right people, but finding people that won't gouge you, that will do the repair properly. And that's honest, people that have good character, that run businesses with a high level of integrity. I think that is the challenge for everybody, okay? So where do you find the quality contractors? Number one, word of mouth. Talking to your friends and your family who have used contractors. The unfortunate part, I think, anytime you're dealing with people, period, sometimes there's a lack of consistency. So when you do reach out to somebody that's a referral from a relative or a colleague, or if you even do a Google search and you reach out to somebody there or on Facebook, in one of the Facebook groups, I think making sure you take the time to do your due diligence, okay? There are little things that we can look at. Now, let's face it, you're going to the internet for a referral or a contractor anyway. I mean, 9 times out of 10, that's where you're gonna start your search, right? So it's the little things that you have to pay attention to that I think will indicate whether or not it'll be a good fit. Number one, how responsive are they to your email or to your request? Do they pick up the phone? Do they do what they say they're going to do? If they say, oh yeah, I'm going to give you a bid by such and such date, do they do that? Do they honor that? Those are the little things that you can look at, that you can pay attention to, that's going to indicate whether or not they're going to be a good fit for you. I actually even do this with people that I'm working with on a client side. They see how I do business. I'm looking at how they do business, and I'm looking at and using my previous experience to see, is this going to be a good fit? It's no different than contractors, okay? So that's key. The other thing is ask for current clients as well as previous clients that they've worked with, okay? I actually have a podcast called Millennial versus Machine. It's on Apple, Spotify, Google, and a few other platforms. One of the things that I talk about on tomorrow's episode is looking at Google reviews, looking at Facebook reviews. What is the pattern there? You can tell a lot about that as well. Even our contracting company, I mean, we take our reviews seriously. Same thing with here at King Realty. Are there some not so favorable reviews? Yeah, that's life. More often than not, the bad reviews come first before the good reviews. But check out the reviews. What are their previous clients saying? We do that when we buy stuff on Amazon, guys. Why are we not doing that with contractors? Okay. So that's the next thing. And then also, if you have time, this is a little bit tricky. If you have time and you can visit a project that they're currently working on, why not do it? It ends up saving you a lot of time and headaches and money, okay? So that's another thing that you can do. You can look at the quality of their work product right then and there, you know? And then at a basic level, are they using a Gmail account, or do they actually have a web address and a domain that all their emails go through? These little things show you if they are a legitimate business. Now, in Spanish, there is a saying, lo barato sale caro. That means you get what you pay for, in a nutshell. So I think as you're doing your due diligence and you're screening different contractors, you also want to compare across different services, different handyman. But guys, the cheapest doesn't always mean the best. Lo barato sale caro. That means if you go with the cheapest, sometimes it will cost you a lot in the long run. So make sure you factor that in as well. I wish I was saying something profound. I'm not. But I think sometimes we're so pressed to complete different maintenance projects, or we're so stressed out about the maintenance that we overlook these small things that we can do that are going to end up saving us money, getting the job done as quickly as possible, but also the overall quality of our experience as investors, guys. And I would even say, even if you have a property manager, this process still applies. Property managers out there watching, or agents out there watching, you can use these same tips, but also you as a landlord, if you have a property manager, you still have a say-so in what contractors your management company uses, for the most part. At least with King Realty, the properties that we manage, especially the large projects, we're getting multiple bids, and we allow you to select whatever bid you want, or even select the contractor that you want, you know? So taking a little bit of extra time on the front end to build these relationships, to do your due diligence, is so, so important. And then last but not least, what we do, we make it a point, these contractors, their livelihood is the work that they do, you know? So paying them on time, especially when you find a good contractor, is going to be key to retaining them. And that has worked wonders for us. Some of the folks that have worked for us, as well as we have worked with, have been, you know, vendors of ours for many, many years. And it's because not only do we do our due diligence at the front, but we also nurture the relationship by good business practices, right? We're not trying to ask for, you know, a billion discounts from them, because we realize it's their livelihood. We respect them on that level, you know? But I hope this is helpful in terms of locating a contractor. Yes, start with the internet. Start with referrals from friends and family members. You know, start with platforms like Bigger Pockets. But then take that extra time to ask the right questions, right? If you have any projects that you just want my general tips on, maybe preventative maintenance projects or upcoming projects on your investment property, by all means, reach out to me, guys. I do this day in and day out. I was actually earlier today reviewing two inspection reports for two different clients of mine, giving them an idea of cost, putting them in touch with the right contractors, guys, because sharing is caring. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. This has been another installment of Management Mondays. Make sure you visit us, kingrealtytx.com. We'd love to be a resource, whether you self-manage or looking for a property manager. This is what we do. And guys, I can literally talk about this all day. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll be back on Wednesday for another weekly video tackling all things that are related to sellers, particularly those people that are selling mobile homes. Because I've got some deals recently and I've learned a lot, and I want to share that information with you. Again, visit kingrealtytx.com. You can also visit us on Instagram at kingrealtytexas, all spelled out. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll talk to you later.